This is my favorite Santa Claus story. When I first came up here after I was offered this position, I had no idea this was a Christmas-related job. And I was looking over my contract, which of course said that we let this run on the 24th of December, right? And I'm looking over my contract and I said, what about vacation days? And he said, you only work one day and you don't get vacation days. And I said, what about sick days and maternity leave? And he said, you don't get sick days either. And I said, what happens if I'm sick on the 24th or I'm pregnant? And he kind of turned a little red and said, you will work the 24th in sickness and in health. And if you want this job, you will not give birth on or about the 24th of December. And I thought that's a bit mean. But I thought he was getting a little hot around the collar. So I say, okay, fine. But secretly, I was thinking, well, just wait and see. I mean, if I come in here barfing my lungs out on the 24th, this guy not going to make me strap on a harness and fly around the world. He's got his client waiting all year for him to make one delivery. Who's gonna notice if it's postponed a day or two? So I'm thinking it over, the sick days, no vacation days, but it only once a year. And I'm looking at my calendar, and suddenly, in a moment of brilliance, I realized that this is during the holidays. So I say, so Mr. Claus, is this scheduled for some time around the 24th most of the time? And he said, no, it is scheduled for exactly on the 24th all the time. And I said, well, not every year. And he said, yes, every fucking year. Well, I was getting a little pissed off now. And I said, excuse me, Mr. Claus, what happens when it falls during Hanukkah? And I thought that's a reasonable question, because most businesses will give you time off to spend Hanukkah with your family. But he just started laughing that annoying laugh, and then he said, Dancer, one of my reindeer is a practicing Muslim, and most of them are devout agnostic. But on December 24th, you are all Unitarians, because on Christmas Eve, I need Christmas deer to deliver Christmas toy for the Christmas day. Boy, was I embarrassed. Comet was a Muslim at that time. He had just converted to Islam that year. And then the next summer, he made his pilgrimage to Mecca. And instead of having this religious experience, he was completely self-conscious the whole time, because he was the only reindeer there. And then, when people started asking him what he did for a living, he was afraid to admit that he flew the Christmas toy to good infidel girls and boys. So he eventually got embarrassed and had to go home. So I guess I really have no complaints. Santa always been pretty fair with me. But I've been with the age for a long time. I know I haven't been here as long as some of them, like Thatcher or Vixen, but I was here before Hollywood came on, and I was here way before Donna and Rudolph. I guess we don't count Rudolph. If Vixen leaves, if Vixen and Cupid go on strike, then I'll be the one of the senior year. And I was wondering if that means I'll get a pay raise. I think I should have this. I mean, if someone is raped on the job, that's a hazardous work environment, right? You wouldn't see that happening if you worked in a bank. At least not during business hours. Or maybe you would. Or maybe you would. Or maybe you would. I don't know. I've never worked in a bank. I was in a zoo for a while. But the hours are long and the pay is peanuts. No, that's a joke. I've never worked in a zoo. I went to one once. I don't know how those animals can do that. It's so degrading. They walk around stark naked and people take their pictures. And some of them, I don't want to sound anti-Semitic, but it's only primate will stand there and play with themselves in broad daylight, and they don't even get tips. Apparently, zookeepers don't like people throwing money in the cages. I guess if you get paid, it's pornography. But if this gets exploited, it's family entertainment. They said Cupid was a zoo baby. I think that's why he is like he is. That's got to be a scarring experience for a young fawn or any child. For that matter, I just don't understand people. They'll complain the gratuitous violence or sex on television or in the movies, and then they turn around and take their kids to a rodeo or a petting zoo. I don't get it. If listen, I'm sorry, I don't need to check the subject. If Bristons and Cupid go on strike, I can't participate. I need this job. I used to be a ballet instructor, and I can't go back to that. If I don't join the strike, it is not because I don't believe Vixen. That day, I guess Vixen saw her right afterwards, and Vixen wouldn't say anything. But if you seen her, you'd know something happened. Or maybe not, I don't know. Santa doesn't really seem like the type to. That whole thing with Rudolph is a story. Santa never. Donna and Santa are very close. I don't know what I mean. I don't know why I keep coming back to this. But I just was out by the toy shop that day. I guess I heard strange sounds like screams, but I didn't think anything of it because I've heard strange sounds out by the toy shop before. I just figured it was Santa fighting with Mrs. Claus again. They fight all the time. That woman is just nasty to him, especially when she's been drinking. That's why I don't go to the office Christmas party anymore. And I tell them it is because I try to keep kosher. When I'm sorry. When I first joined the team, and we were getting ready for a trial run, and my sleigh belts weren't fitting properly. So I went to the toy shop to get another set. And Santa came in after me, and he said he wanted to help me to try them on. And I said, I didn't need any help, but he... And then Dasha came in and started saying how beautiful the toys were that year. And Santa told him to go away, but he just stood there looking at Santa and saying, what beautiful the toys we have. They seem so very fragile. Over and over until Santa left. I wish I could dance again.